Welcome everybody. We are here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Indy 300 for round 6. This is the Global iRacing League Indycar Series. We are at the beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway. My name is Mark Michaels. I'll be commentating tonight, and we have the infamous Mr. Peter Grattan behind the scenes there, doing all the hard work. Beautiful motor speedway circuit, just over 4 kilometres in length, so a decent circuit. And as you can see by the times, these gentlemen, and if there are any ladies, I don't think there are, in the field, are doing this beautiful circuit in just over 40 seconds. Fantastic to see. We are coming up to the last 3 minutes of open practice now, and Aidan Schultz doing the job at the moment with a 40.42. Just a fantastic time. These guys are on a fixed setup, so we have been told that they're not going to break any lap records here, but it's certainly designed for very close and very fast racing. These cars don't go under 350 kilometres an hour when they're at full steam around this circuit, so they are absolutely moving. And you can see Scotty Rankin on the screen now, and watch that speed. Just absolutely fantastic, the speed they get around here. So when they are behind other cars though, and get that good draft, and you'll see Scotty Rankin just coming up on the car now. Just lets him go by, can't use the slingshot power. But fantastic fast racing here at Indianapolis. Beautiful circuit. We are here for this is the Indy 300, so it's just over 100 laps. They are on 75% fuel, so they will have to stop quite a few times. Going by calculations, it will be a 4 to 5 pit stop strategy, depending on how these drivers save on their fuel. So fuel and tyres are going to come into this. We can see, that Aidan Schultz is still on the top of the leaderboard. Julian Mookie has done a 40.49. Jai Schultz has done a 40.49, so they're dead even on times. Last minute coming up in this open practice session. So it's we will go to the championship points. This is round 6. So we'll just have a look at the championship standings now. And as you can see, Colby Cohen, he's on top at the moment with 149 points. He's had 2 pole positions, so doing quite well. Only had the 1 win though. Scotty Rankin in 2nd place. He's on 144 points, definitely knocking on the door. And he's had a win himself too. So Dave Oliver in 3rd place, 131 points. Doing very well. And as you can see, that consistency will get you there. He's had a 3 and 3, so doing very well. Jai Schultz sitting in 4th position in the championship on 120 points. He's had 1 pole position as well, so doing very well there, sitting in 4th. Jumped up 4 spots in the last round. Fitzroy Beaumont rounds out the top 5 on 117 points. As we end the open practice session, Ash Davies sitting in 6th, Lachlan Cable in 7th, Aidan Schultz sitting in 8th in the championship, Alex Spinozzi in 9th, Peter Baxter in 10th, Demetrius Agathos in 11th, Brad Fenley in 12th, Darren Mckenzie in equal 12th, Sam Katakoutsanos in 14th, Ryan Barber 15th, equal 15th is Brian Bullock, Tom Pritchard in 17th, Blake Urquhart in 18th, Bradley Carr in 19th, and Julian Mookie rounds out the top 20. And as you can see on the points feed on the screen, we are scrolling through the whole championship. I believe there's about 51 cars there. So a hotly contested championship. And the qualifying session, you do get the bonus points for qualifying well. So you do want to do well in this session. We are with Aiden Schultz at the moment. He did post the fastest time in open qualifying. So we'll see what sort of a lap time he does here. See if you can get into that about that mid 40-second mark. So you look at the lines, trying to keep it nice and smooth, trying to utilise all that rubber onto the track, and trying to keep that momentum. That's all oval racing is about, is that momentum, and these cars want to keep over that 350k an hour speed for their laps, and lap times have been posted now, and Aiden Schultz has posted a 40.02, just a fantastic time. But on top at the moment is Dimitri Agathos with a 39.93. He's absolutely moving. And Colby Cohen has posted exactly the same time of a 39.93. So equal pole position for Dimitri and Colby at the moment. We're with Dimitri Agathos. He's just posted a 39.93. Just jumped to Colby Cohen now. Equal pole sitter. I think Dimitri was pulling over. He was heading off to maybe do a few tweaks. But these cars absolutely flying. Darren Mckenzie has just posted a 40.01 and is sitting in third spot. Ash Davies in fourth at the moment. Aiden Schultz sitting in fifth. Brett Campbell in sixth. Scott Rankin in seventh. Lachlan Cable in 18th. Julian Mookie in ninth. And Brian Bullock in 10th. So that is your top 10 at the moment. Just counting how many cars we do have in the field, and it looks like we're sitting at about 23, so a decent turnout tonight. We are in qualifying, so this is the qualifying session. We are over 3 minutes in. Lachlan Cable just pulls over, so we will pick up another driver. And we're with Ryan Barber now, and he pulls over too, so having a bit of bad luck there. So with Mitch Campbell now, he hasn't posted a time, so he'll want to get something decent, be up the front, be in that top 5. You certainly don't want to let a pack get away here, because they can work together and utilise a slingshot drafting system to gain that extra speed and pull away from other cars. So it'll be interesting to see the tactics of these drivers tonight and see what sort of strategies they do use. The drivers have choices of fuel maps too, so they've got fuel saving maps and they've got full fuel maps. They can only carry 75% of full fuel load. As we pick up Tom Pritchard just pulling over, he's just posted a 40.01. So a lot of times have been duplicated here, and the top 5 at the moment is Dimitri Agathos, Colby Cohen, Julie Mookie, Darren Mckenzie and Ash Davies. That is your top 5 at the moment as we ride with Adam Malone. In board with Adam Malone there, and I think I'll just silence for a second as we watch him do a hot lap. He's just on the back straight at the moment, so we'll wait till he picks up that start-finish line. And you can see that line that the drivers do need to take to get the optimisation of this vehicle, tyres, and keep up that momentum. So we will be quiet now, and we will go for a hot lap with Adam Malone. Yeah, looks like he has pulled out of the lap. He's just posted a 40.37. So that has put Adam Malone in 17th place at the moment. We are with Kobe Jordan. the 080 car. See that beautiful, what would you call that, light blue, or if we get really technical, cyan accents on the on that black car. Nice to see. And he's crossing the line now. And he's posted a 41.13, so I'll suspect he might give it another crack, or and we're with Jai Schultz now. He's just posted a 39.96, so his sub 40-second lap. They can really push these cars. Steve McClellan now. And we do have 23 cars in the field. 18 have posted a lap at the moment. We're with Steve now, yet to post a lap, but we'll post one shortly. Certainly don't have to worry about tyres or anything on these qualifying laps. They can certainly push these cars to the absolute limit for 1 or 2 laps and see what sort of lap times they can pull. And it has been absolutely staggering to see sub 40-second lap times in this field. So Dimitri Agathos still has pole position at the moment with a 39.93. Kobe Jordan has just posted a 41.13, and we're on board with Steve McClellan now. Looks like he is slowing down. Yes, he's aborting the lap, so hasn't posted a time yet. Maybe we'll settle for starting at the rear of the grid and just seeing what happens during this long race. This is the Indy 300 Global iRacing League Indy cars. So Dimitri Agathos sitting on top at the moment with a 39.93. Colby Cohen with a 39.93, so there must be 1/100th of a tenth in it. Julian Mookie sitting in third position with a 39.96. We're with Dave Oliver at the moment, seeing what sort of a lap time he can pull. Mitch Campbell in fourth place with a 39.96. Jai Schultz with a 39.96. 3 cars. Darren Mckenzie with a 39.96. 4 cars. So all separated by 1/100th of a second. Just absolutely unbelievable. That is your top 6. And then we get to Ash Davies sitting in 7th place with a 40.01. Tom Pritchard with a 40.01 in 8th. Peter Matson with a 40.02 sitting in 9th. Aidan Schultz, 40.02 in 10th position. So Schultz rounds out the top 10. Then you have Barber in 11th. Katakutsanos in 12th. Campbell 13th. Rankin 14th. Capel 15th. Bullock 16th. Malone 17th. Jordan 18th. Miller 19th. And we're with this man Dave Oliver. He's in 20th at the moment. Trying to post a decent lap, see where he can get in the field. So as you can see, only 30 seconds left of this qualifying session. So it looks like the order has played out. Dave Oliver will need to put in a really decent lap here to be up the front. So we'll see what he can do. Coming close to the start-finish line now. So that is the end of qualifying. Dave Oliver didn't quite get his lap in. So a little bit unfortunate, but here we are at the beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We are at round 6. Dimitri Agathos has put it on pole position. Cohen hot on his heels in 2nd place. Mookie in 3rd. Campbell in 4th. Jai Schultz in 5th. Darren Mckenzie in 6th. Davis in 7th. Pritchard in 8th. Matson in 9th. Aidan Schultz in 10th. Barber in 11th. And Sam Katakutsanos in 12th. That is your starting lineup, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if we can just scroll through that starting grid. And we pick up Brett Campbell in 13th, Scotty Rankin 14th, Lachlan Cable 15th, Bullock in 16th, Malone 17th, Jordan in 18th, Oliver 19th, McClellan in 20th, Varndell in 21st, Oz Turkman in 22nd, Kersey in 23rd, and Miller in rounds out the 24 car field. So a decent field here tonight, 24 cars, as we're just winding down to the start of this race. Fantastic to see a decent field. So it'll be a lot of close, fast racing now. Not too long now, ladies and gentlemen. Global iRacing Leagues Indycar Series Round 6. Here we are at the beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We will be under safety car for the warm-up lap. That beautiful field. We do still have a few cars who've yet to grid up. See that gap in the field there, but fantastic to see the whole grid there. Dimitri Agathos off pole. Colby Cohen right beside him. Lights are up. Safety car's off. So here we go on the warm-up lap. So field will be under control of Dimitri Agathos. Fantastic time. All under safety car at the moment for this warm-up lap. As you see that beautiful field behind Dimitri Agathos. You see Colby Cohen sitting right next to him there. We've got Campbell and Mookie in the second row. Mckenzie and Jai Schultz in the third row. Davis and Pritchard in the fourth row. Aiden Schultz and Matson in the fifth row. So they're just going down the back straight now. So you got Barber and Rankin in the 6th row, Campbell, Bullock 7th row, Capel and Jordan in the 8th row, Malone, McClellan 9th row, Oz Turkman and Oliver. That's the top 10 rows. So safety car will peel off and field will be under control of Agathos. Fantastic pole time. Great to see the cars getting sub 40 seconds. Safety car will peel off very soon. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying this live. Safety car peels off. Agathos is holding up the field. Getting them nice and tight. Revs rise. They're off. Lap 1. Here we go. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Dimitri Agathos in the lead. Colby Callum hot on his heels. We'll be picking up that draft for sure. But these guys have just got to settle down and just get into a good... we already have a yellow flag. Just as I was saying, these guys have got to settle down, get into a good rhythm. So safety car out, full course yellow. We didn't even get a lap done, safety car. So we're with Julian Mookie at the moment. Beautiful livery on that car. So instant replay here of the start. See if we can pick up the incident. A lot of congestion. Yes, we do see it. It was a white car. You just saw it flash by the screen. I'm just wondering if that was Sam Katakoutsanos. Was it? Yeah, I think it was Ashley Kersey who had a little bit of a mishap there. He did put it round, caused the caution. So we do have Agathos leading this race at the moment. We are under caution. 2 laps are down of 120. So we are trying to pick up the instant replay of what happened at the start. So we're with Kersey at the moment. Oh, yep. So apologies. It wasn't Ashley Kersey. It was another white vehicle. But still under caution at the moment. There's 3 laps down. Dimitri Agathos is in the lead with Callum, Campbell, Mookie and Mckenzie as your top 5. Josh Schultz, Pritchard, Aiden Schultz, Davis and Rankin. That is your top 10. We did have an incident at the start there which caused the safety car period. They've only got 1 fast repair for this 120 lap race. So bit unfortunate that that one driver would have to use the fast repair if there was any significant damage. So they do have 1 fast repair in this 120 lap race. So they certainly must use it wisely, or better again, just keep it off those walls. So with Scott Rankin at the moment, just jumping over to Brett Campbell. He's had a bit of an incident jumping into the pits, pulling out, I think. There we do have it. It was Brett Campbell who had a bit of a spin, and that front right tyre, significant damage there. I'd say there would be suspension damage as well. So yes, most unfortunate. Safety car is off. We are formed up again. Oh, this is a replay. We're with Brett Campbell to catch a replay of the incident off the start. So we still are under safety car period. Oh yes, he's just hit the grass, and then that's put him into the wall, and that wall has caused all that right front suspension damage, and great to get the replay on that. He is heading out of the pits now. Utilised the fast repair, I would say, and would have taken on tyres and topped up that fuel. But with Agathos got control, still under safety car now. 4 laps down. Just clicking on 5 minutes into the race. Unfortunate incident for Campbell. Just put that front left on the grass and unsettled the car, and speared him into the wall and caused significant damage. So a bit unfortunate. We should be getting underway again soon. But my name is Mark Michaels. This is the Dolby Racing Team broadcast with the main man behind the scene, Mr. Peter Gretton. So we say a big hello and thank you very much to him. So Global iRacing Leagues, Indycar Series, Round 6, here at the beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway, here for the Indy 300. Still under caution. Dimitri Agathos leading this at the moment. So 24 car field. The lights are out in the safety car. So safety car does peel off. Agathos is in control now. He's holding them up again. Green, green, green. We are lap 5 now of 120, and we are green. First safety car period. Dimitri Agathos leads it into turn 1 and 2 with Callum, Campbell, Mookie, Mckenzie, Josh Schultz, Pritchard, Aiden Schultz, Davis and Rankin is your top 10. So Agathos trying to break the slipstream of Cohen, as we're with Julian Mookie at the moment. He's been kept can see them all jostling for position, trying to get that slipstream. These cars are doing well over 350 kilometres an hour in this slipstream. And they are capable on the big slipstreams of getting up to near 380 kilometres an hour. So these drivers are moving. All jostling around there. Julian Mookie is currently running in 6th position. He's got Aiden Schultz right behind him, getting that draft. Going on board with Aiden Schultz. Just letting Mookie just come in, pick up his draft again. Got to be smart. 120 lap race. You want to save that fuel. You want to be gentle to those tyres. So currently sitting in 7th position at the moment, doing the job. It's Agathos up at the front at the moment with Cohen and Campbell, top 3. We're with Agathos now, leading this race. He's about 0.3, 0.4 of a second in front. But Cohen will be getting that draft, and that'll certainly be sucking him up on the rear end of Agathos. But sitting in a good position, just using that draft, be able to save fuel. I mean, I've been told fuel and tyres are absolutely critical in this race. They will need to stop 4 times. That's only 75% of total fuel capacity in these cars. Estimated to be about a 4 or 5 pit stop strategy. So we'll see how the race unfolds, see who does the good fuel saving. But picking up Darren Mckenzie now in the top 5, rounding out the top 5, running in 5th position. They don't have a choice of tyres in this event. All the cars are running on the same tyres, so it's nice and even. Jai Schultz getting on the back of Campbell, picking up that slipstream. As you can see, it does give the car behind a distinct advantage, and the top kilometres that those cars can reach is fantastic. On the rear end of Jai Schultz, currently running in 4th position. He's only 0.3 behind Mitch Campbell. Fantastic lift. Oh, he's put it sideways. He saved it. Absolute heart in the throat moment there for Jai Schultz, but fantastic car control. He did lose a spot out of it, but left front tyre just in the grass and put it sideways. They do want to get nice and low into those corners. But yeah, I do commend the car control there by Jai Schultz. He's dropped down to 5th position now behind Darren Mckenzie. And he has got a gaggle of cars behind him. With Julian Mookie now. And you can see all the cars all lining up in perfect line. All trying to get each other's drafts, all got different strategies. So we'll see how all that pans out, but very close and fast racing there. We'll go to a replay. We are under caution, so safety car is out, full course yellow. There'll be no passing. So Agathos still in the lead. Cohen and Campbell, top 3. Who is that? Ashley Kersey. Oh, I hope I didn't put the commentator's curse on poor Ashley. Picking him out before, but that looked like substantial front end damage, front right. So we are under caution now, ladies and gentlemen. We are with Julian Mookie. Sitting in 7th position at the moment, under caution. Ashley Kersey had an incident, so we're trying to dig up a replay there, trying to get it before it happened. We did see the aftermath, a lot of right-hand front damage. So here we go, instant replay, and it's come to the same spot, but you can certainly see that right-hand front damage. It absolutely disintegrated the suspension. So we're on board with Ashley now. He's gone a little bit high, but that shouldn't be a drama. And yeah, he's keeping his racing line all right. So we'll just hold with it, just see where where the error occurred. We're under caution at the moment, so this is an instant replay you're seeing now of Ashley Kersey. And is a little bit loose out of that corner. But we will just hold it for a little bit. He did put it very wide then. He's wide, there it is. He's put it, yeah, he's just gone too wide, tried to keep up the momentum, and he's put it into the wall. Unfortunate luck, but it has allowed the field to cycle through a few pit stops. We are lap 13 of 120, so they will just do a quick top-up. I have been told when they do the top-ups, they will not get tyres because the tyres do last a stint, but not much more than that. So they will do a little splash and dash, get a little bit of extra fuel in and try and get those extra laps out of that full tank. They certainly want to use as little fuel as possible in these early stages of the race because these safety car periods do throw a spanner in the works and do alter pit stop strategies. So they have cycled through one pit stop. I would say there'll be another 4 to go under green conditions, but anything can happen. Very early in this race, we've had two yellow flag incidents. So lap 13, we will click over lap 14 under safety car period of 120 here at the beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway for round 6 of the global iRacing League Indycar Series. Agathos doing the job at the moment. Hasn't gone in for a stop. Neither has Cohen. Campbell hasn't either. Mookie hasn't. Bullock hasn't. Mckenzie has done a splash and dash, so sitting in a good position there in 6th. And you've got Schultz, Pritchard, Aiden Schultz, Davis, Rankin, Cable, Matson, Katakusanos, Van Dell, Oliver, Jordan, McClelland. They've all had stops, so utilising the safety car period. And we've got Barber in 17th, Jordan 18th, McClelland 19th, Oz Turkman 20th, Kersey in 21st, so he's back out on the track, utilising that fast repair, I would say, because that was substantial damage. With Agathos now behind the safety car. Looks like lights are out and we will go green soon. Lap 14 of 120. This is the Global iRacing League Indycar Series. Check out their Facebook page, check out their Discord channel. See if there's something that tickles your fancy. They've got IndyCars, they've got NASCAR Series just starting. They've got V8 supercars, so if there's anything that tickles your fancy, go check out their Facebook page and Discord channels. Join these fantastic leagues. Certainly very well run and very well set up, so I must thank again the main man behind the scenes, pressing all the buttons, showing the viewers these fantastic cameras of empty tracks and things like that. So Dimitri Agathos doing it at the moment behind the safety car. We should see it pull into the pits. Yes, we do. Agathos has got control. Cohen and Campbell behind, 2nd and 3rd spot, as we are on the drone cam seeing this beautiful field. We have 24 cars in this IndyCar race here, round 6. Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Indy 300. And Agathos is doing it at the moment. We are with Tom Pritchard. He's sitting in 9th position, so he's in the top 10. But he has got a lot of trouble behind him on this restart. So Pritchard is certainly feeling the heat. Got Davis, Rankin, Cable and Matson behind him. Beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We are green. Agathos, Callum, Campbell, Mookie, Bullock, that's your top 5. Pritchard sitting in 9th. We do have a bit of a shuffle up going up in the top 5. Aiden Schultz, Jai Schultz jostling for position at the moment. Who is the greater and who is the lesser Schultz? So 5th and 6th at the moment. How will this sort out in this 120 lap race? Mookie ahead of them in 4th, Campbell in 3rd, Callum in 2nd, Agathos still leading this race. Ash Davis in 9th. We are with him at the moment. He's made the move, but certainly Pritchard behind him will use that slingshot. And Ash Davis and Pritchard are swapping positions there. You can see them all behind, jostling for position, going 3 wide on the straights. Fantastic pictures there. You can see it's close racing. These cars are doing well over 350 kilometres an hour and they are racing within inches of each other. So fantastic pictures that we are seeing here. So we're coming up to 20 minutes in this race. They have done 18 laps of 120. They'll be clicking over lap 19. We are under green. Agathos, Callum Campbell. We're with Ash Davis at the moment. But I think what we'll do, we'll go on an on-board with Colby Callum in that number 25 car. And we'll just see how close it is up the front. So we will turn it up now and we will go onto the onboard and have a lap with Colby. See Colby utilising that draft behind Agathos there. And it does look like Colby is in a bit of a fuel-saving mode. He doesn't want to contest for the lead. Just fantastic pictures there, and as you can see, they are flat out around this Indianapolis Motor Speedway circuit here for the Global iRacing League Indycar Series. This is the Indy 300. We will be seeing at least 4 or 5 pit stops out of most of the cars. We'll see how they go on their fuel stop strategies. But it does look like that Colby's quite happy to sit behind Agathos there and save some fuel. But that has allowed Mitch Campbell to catch up and certainly start getting into Callum's draft. So Mitch Campbell running in 3rd place at the moment, and Colby has gone into the lead. He has overtaken. I'm not sure if Agathos made a little error or he's just backed off. But we're with Mitch Campbell at the moment. Agathos in front of him with Callum taking the lead. So we're lap 22 and new leader. And does Agathos have a problem? Because Campbell just went through. I'm just wondering if he's gone on to a different engine mapping system and he's gone into the fuel saver mode so we can get the maximum out of this this fuel tank, because he has dropped off significantly, and Colby has taken the race lead, and he's actually pulling away. And it does look like he's trying to stay on the back of Mitch Campbell. But yeah, Colby, it does look like he's streaking away, trying to break the camel's back there and get away from Campbell. We jump on the gearbox of Cole, race leader, lap 23. Beautiful pictures of that Mitch Campbell car sitting behind Cal in second spot. So Agathos has dropped off a little bit. You can see him in the distance there. So it's a strategy starting to come into play. Couple of caution periods early in the race, but they have settled down into a green rhythm now. So Aiden Schultz sitting in the top 5. So currently the lesser Schultz, but the better Schultz is hot on his heels behind him, and there's only 0.2 of a second of a gap. So an interesting battle here. Cole leading Campbell and Agathos, that's your top 3. We've got just in front of Aiden Schultz here that we're with now. Jai Schultz hot on his heels. Bullock, Rankin, 7th and 8th, Pritchard 9th, Capel in 10th. That is your top 10. So Aiden Schultz in the top 5 at the moment, sitting in 5th position. So I wonder what sort of strategies are in play here, but certainly a very interesting race as we saw. Agathos, it did look like he backed off. He has settled into a rhythm now. I'd say he is picking up that draft from Campbell and into full fuel saving mode, because Mookie is actually catching up to Agathos too. So you can see the different strategies in place. Very interesting. So it does look like Agathos is in that fuel saving mode at the moment. But we are with Agathos now sitting in 3rd spot. He's in no man's land at the moment. He would not be getting a benefit of any draft. And it does look like Mookie is catching up a little bit, but we're with Lachlan Cable now. He is running in 10th position, so rounding out the top 10. He's just posted a fastest lap of 41.1, so doing well, and he's got about a second gap on Sebastian Vandel as we see a car on the infield there. We will try and pick up. It did look like a back marker at letting the cars through. So last round's winner, Sam Katakutsanos, sitting in 12th position at the moment. I believe we've had a bit of an incident because Colby has just dropped positions like nothing. So Katakutsanos is up to 8th position now. And I'm not sure what's happened to Colby because he has just dropped through the... they in pit stops now because we are lap 28 of 120. I'd say these are the cars who haven't pit stopped and are on their first pit stop strategy. So 28 laps off a full tank of these leading drivers. So that's Agathos, Mookie, Campbell and Cole. Took the Campbell, stayed out on the yellow flags, and that has rocketed Aiden Schultz into the lead. So Josh Schultz hot on his heels. He's about half a second behind, trying to break that slipstream to Jai. But last lap of a 41.31, a best of a 40.91. So as you can see on the screen there, all the stops. Aiden Schultz and Jai Schultz on that one stop, with Scotty Rankin on that one stop. Pritchard, one stop. Cable, one stop. Van Dell, one stop. Katakutsinos, he had a little drama, so he's done 2. Matson, one stop. Oliver's had a few dramas, so he's had 3 already. But looks like pitting on that yellow has paid off for the drivers up in the top 10. It certainly hit Colby. He's dropped down to 14th position now. He's got Steve McClellan and Ryan Barber in front of him. Darren Mckenzie and Kobe Jordan rounds out the top 10. So with Scotty Rankin just jumping to Ryan Barber, got burnt again. No, we're with Ryan Barber in that beautiful purple car, sitting in 12th position at the moment. Steve McClellan's behind him, about 0.3 to 0.4 of a second gap. And he's got Darren Mckenzie and Kobe Jordan, who's sitting in 10th position. So just sitting outside the top 10, doing quite well. And you can see Barber's had one stop, and last lap time of 42.06. So he's punching the big hole in the air for McClellan, just sitting behind him and getting that nice draft. But certainly hotting up at the front, I can see that Aiden Schultz and Jai, they are battling it out there for the top position. They'll be using those slingshot manoeuvres, getting that draft. You can see Aiden trying to break that draft stream too, Jai. But jumping on board the gearbox of Aiden Schultz there. You can see Jai, he will be playing around with that engine mapping, so going into fuel saving mode. And you can see by the lap times they have dropped into the 42s, and we are under another caution period. We will try and pick up the instant replay now. No, that's previous incident from Kersey. It looks like he's put it into the wall again. Done significant suspension damage this time. Looks like just understeered into the wall, just possibly trying to maintain the keep up the momentum just a little bit too much, and a car understeered just into the wall there. Most unfortunate for Kersey, and going by that damage, that might be night done for him. Second incident for Kersey, unfortunately. We have Schultz in the lead, with Jai Schultz second, Scotty Rankin in third, Tom Pritchard in fourth, Lachlan Cable in fifth. That's your top 5. And as you can see, all the cars streaming into the pits. So pits are open. They will cycle through their pit stop strategy. And for the cars who have only done one stop, this has come at a perfect timing. And I do believe it looks like the whole field has come in. We do have a few cars still out there on the track. So Colby resumes the race lead, with Campbell and Agathos behind him. And I think the rest of the field, we do have Bullock still on track, Miller's on track, but the rest of the cars are just streaming out of the pits now. So we have Schultz come out of the pits first in fourth, Jai Schultz in fifth, Pritchard sixth, Rankin 7th, Capel 8th, Katakutsinos in 9th, Oliver in 10th. That is your top 10. We are under safety car period. Unfortunately, Ashley Kersey put it into the wall, which has caused the caution. Severe suspension damage, unfortunately, and he's already, I would assume, already used his fast repair. He's still in the pits at the moment, so I'd say getting repairs done, but damage was quite severe. So Callum, Campbell, Agathos, that's your top three. Aiden Schultz, Jai Schultz, 4th and 5th. Pritchard, Rankin, Capel, Katakoutsinos, Oliver, that's your top 10. Matson, Jordan, Vandell, Barber, Mckenzie, 15th. That's your top 15. McClellan, Mookie, Bullock, Ozturkman, and Campbell, that's your top 20. So we did have 24 starters at the moment, and what we might do is we might pull in Scotty Rankin and just see how his race is going. Hello, Scott Rankin. Pulled you into the commentator's booth at the moment. Just thought we'd catch you live. You are in your car. You are driving. How's your race going?
Good. A little bit frustrated with myself for the way that I qualified. Just wasn't ready for it. Other than that, just picking people off. Patience is the big key for me right now. I want to keep that fast repair in the bank so that I can go racing with a little bit more risk in the latter stages of the race. So it's just been about protecting the car. And particularly tyres, overtaking's been quite difficult at the moment. So, yeah, look, I mean, it's been a good race all around. I think everyone's just adjusting to the cars, to the pack style of racing, and we're just all sort of settling in now. So,
yeah, look, absolutely fantastic racing for the viewers at home here on the Dolby Racing Team Network. So, no, thank you very much, Scott Rankin, and I must say, mate, you can see a few of the cars when they do drop off on their tyres, they do get a little bit more understeer. They don't keep up the momentum, and let's face it, oval racing is a momentum game.
Yeah, look, it's a momentum game, but ultimately, oval racing, king of the tyres in ovals is generally going to win a lot of races, particularly the green flag ones. So, look, I mean, very early on, cold tyres, the car is behaving a little bit sketchily down into turn number 1, just as the tyres build themselves up to temperature, and then tyre overheating is the bigger factor. So ultimately, early on in the stint, it's sort of stay with the pack, and then look after your tyres, keep the heat out of them, and the tyres will look after your tyres, and they'll look after you as the race strategy. So,
yeah, look, Scott, looks like the lights are out on the safety car. I will thank you very much, and you will be going green soon.
Yep, that's it. We're about to go. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Scott. And that was Scott Rankin sitting there in 7th position, just about to go green. It's Cohen, Campbell, and Agathos. The revs pick up. We are green. Lap 36 of 120, and Campbell has put a big move on the inside on the opening restart lap. So the tyres would have cooled off a little bit. We do have Campbell leading this race with Cowan and Agathos in your top 3. Aiden Schultz in 4th. Jai Schultz in 5th. You can see them all, how close they are. They're doing over 350 kilometres an hour. No, close, fast racing. One little mistake at this speed, ladies and gentlemen, and it is game over. So we are with Colby at the moment. He is just in 2nd spot with Dimitri Agathos sitting low on the oval. But as you can see, the draft utilised by Aiden Schultz there just really pulled him along. Agathos is sitting out there wide, punching a hole in the air, and Schultz just utilised that draft and it just pulled him right around the outside of him. So fantastic move there, and that has moved him into 3rd position. So we did see Campbell, Cohen and Agathos, they did stay out. They did not go in for a splash and dash. Aiden Schultz, that is, sitting in 3rd spot, has gone into the pits and sitting very well. Jai Schultz there making a move on Pritchard on the inside. Nice clean move, but will Pritchard utilise that draft? No. Jai gets it done. So not sure if Pritchard is utilising a fuel-saving mat there off the safety car. Scotty Rankin does make the move on the inside, keeping it nice and clean. We were just talking to him live while we were having a safety car period. All those beautiful cars streaming through. So with Lachlan Cable sitting in 8th spot, just behind Scott Rankin. They'll be getting into that groove again, but it's Campbell, Cowell, Aiden Schultz, Agathos, Jai Schultz, Pritchard, Rankin, Cable, Katakoutsanos, and Dave Oliver rounds out the top 10. We have contact. We have contact in the background. I'm just wondering if that will bring out a yellow flag. It was Oz Turkman. He's had an incident. Whole right-hand side of that car is very second-hand. So we are under caution again, lap 40 of 120. So Campbell, Cowell, Aiden Schultz, that's your top 3. Third caution period of the race. We are at lap 40. I'm just wondering if Campbell, Cohen and Agathos will jump into the pits and utilise this safety car. They have run a few more laps now on that full tank. Will they take a splash and dash? We will see as they go past the entry to pit lane, and looks like a lot of the cars are staying out there. So everybody quite comfortable at the moment. We're with Mitch Campbell leading this race. Lap 40 of 120. Driver just coming shy of 40 minutes into this race, so they will be settling into a groove. They know what the car can and can't do on cold tyres. And when it heats up, and you certainly heard Scotty Rankin there when we were talking live with him, it's the overheating of tyres too, and we do have a few cars cycling into pit lane. And Schultze did the little rope-a-dope into the pit lane. Playing psychological warfare with the other drivers. Love it. So Lachlan Cable, he'll move up the field just that little bit as a few drivers cycle through the pit stops. So he's running in 7th at the moment. Lap 41 of 120. Global iRacing League Indycar Series. Check it out on Facebook and Discord. They do have NASCAR, they do have the IndyCars obviously, and they do have the V8 supercars, so there's something there for everyone. So check it out, Facebook and Discord, Global iRacing Leagues. Fantastic series to be a part of. Fantastic racing by these drivers, with Lachlan Cable behind Scotty Rankin. And you see those cars coming out of the pits in the background there. With Mitch Campbell leading this race. Lights are still on the safety car. So still under caution. Everything's going to cool down. They will be able to save quite a bit of fuel on this this safety car period. But Campbell, Callum, Schultz, Pritchard, that's your top 5. So Aiden is in 3rd, Jai is in 4th. Lights still on the safety car. We'll be clicking over lap 42 very shortly. A few more cars coming into the pits in the background. So Campbell leading this race at the moment. That beautiful number 25 car of Cohen sitting in 2nd spot. And then you have Aiden Schultz in that number 52 sitting in 3rd. Lap 42. So 3rd safety car period, lights are out, so we will go green. We will go green, and the safety car will pull into the pits this time round. Mitch Campbell leading this race. We're going to go green very shortly. So you can see the lights are out on that safety car. So you've got Agathos in 10th, Katakutsinos in 11th, Oliver in 12th, Mckenzie 13th, Mookie 14th, Bullock 15th, Jordan 16th, McLennan 17th, Barber 18th, Campbell 19th, and Oz Turkman's in 20th. That is your top 20. Safety car will be pulling out. Colby sitting in a good spot for the championship, currently leading. And as we all know with championship, it's the consistency that gets you there. It's not necessarily the race wins, although every driver loves putting those on the board and certainly wants as many as possible. But they do want to finish these races and be consistent. This is round 6 of the IndyCar Series for the Global iRacing League. Campbell will have control of the field. Will be green shortly. We are green, green, green. Mitch didn't get a very good start there, and Colby has really capitalised and is going to take the race lead into turn 1. But David Schultz is sitting back there and got into the draft of Campbell. So Cole and Campbell and Aiden Schultz, Jai Schultz, Tom Pritchard, that's your top 5. Scott Rankin 6, Lachlan Cable 7th, Pete Matson in 8th, Sebastian Vandel 9th, Sam Katakutsinos is your top 10. Another yellow. Let's see if we can pick up certainly what's happened there. But 4th yellow of the session at the moment. Lap 44 of 120. 4th caution. We will try and pick up an instant replay. And we're watching Brian Bullock here. Oh! Brian Bullock has been an unfortunate bystander in that incident, and he has collected another car that was spinning. And was that Agathos? Was that number 66 car? Oh, Agathos has put it low. Sideways. Oh, very unfortunate. Agathos has put it sideways. And a lot of damage to both vehicles there. So that has caused the 4th caution period. Calm leading at the moment with Campbell, Schultz, and that's Aiden Schultz. With Lachlan Cable now, we're on board. He's sitting behind Scott Rankin. And that's the number 6 of Tom Pritchard. Lights are still on the safety car. You can see that Agathos car in the at the start of pit lane. That is not moving anywhere. Is he out? This will be disastrous for his championship. Oh, he's getting the car in on 3 wheels. Extensive damage though. Looks like a long repair time unless he hasn't utilised the fast repair. Lots and lots of damage. You can see everything hanging off the car. And that did look like a fast repair for Agathos, and that is a fast repair, and he's back out and back in the game. So Agathos will come out in 17th place and rejoin the pack with Colm Campbell, Aiden Schultz, Jai Schultz and Tom Pritchard. That's your top 5. 45 laps into this 120 lap race. This is the Indy 300. brought to you by the Dolby Racing Team Global iRacing League Indycar Series here at the beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So do check that out, the Global iRacing Leagues, through Facebook and Discord. We are coming on to the start-finish straight. See if anybody goes into pit lane. I think they're all settled in now, getting ready for a restart. I would say the lights will go out on the safety car. There will be one more caution lap. But Colby doing the job at the moment. Schultz is sitting pretty there in third. And lights are out on the safety car. So we will have green next lap. That beautiful field of cars, 46 laps into 120. Few dramas here tonight. Fourth safety car period. And it looks like they're just trying to get really low on those bank corners, just trying to utilise every part of the track and just touching that grass and putting the car sideways, and it's absolute devastation for these Indy cars. So they do have a few fuel maps, and they will be in fuel map number 8, which I've been told is the caution fuel map. Save maximum on your fuel. We're going to try and get a close-up of the dash and see what sort of a mapping. A lot of information on those steering wheels. As you can see, they've got lap times, they've got splits, they've got gears, they've got revs. You can see in the little boxes down the bottom, it's a little bit hard to pick up what sort of a fuel map is on. But it does look like it is a number 3. So fuel map number 3 in Schultz's car, which is between 2 and 5 of fuel saving fuel maps. So, and then they have 1, 6 and 7 as your full horsepower, full fuel maps. Number 1's a linear, number 6 and 7 are different curvatures of the fuel map, so to utilise different things around the track. We're with Aiden Schultz at the moment, currently sitting in 3rd spot, and we are green for lap 47. Cohen, Campbell and Aiden Schultz, top 3 at the moment. Jai Schultz, Scotty Rankin, 4 and 5. So we were talking live with Scotty Rankin, just giving us a little bit of an insight how the race is going. So lap 48 of 120. We're coming up to the halfway mark, and it's Colby doing the job at the moment. We're with Jai Schultz, and he's chasing Scott Rankin and Aiden Schultz. You can see them weaving all over the track, trying to break that draft from the car behind. Starting to get serious, ladies and gentlemen. Every 10th counts. And everybody utilising different parts of the track, trying to get that extra speed. But Cohen and Campbell at the front, weaving all over the shop. Schultze and Scotty Rankin. Rankin just drove right out on the outside. Was there an incident in the background there? No, somebody coming out of pit lane. Not sure if they just ran wide, put it sideways and put it on the grass, but this is where the action is. Scotty Rankin and Mitch Campbell fighting for 2nd and 3rd position. And that's allowed Colby to pull out a little bit of a lead. He's still weaving all over the track, trying to break that streak. but it certainly allowed Jai Schultz and Aidan Schultz to get into the stream of those front two cars. And we're on board with Scotty Rankin. I think we might jump on board with Jai Schultz and just see this battle unfold all in front. Because it's starting to get very busy at the front. We jump on board now with Jai. He's got Aidan Schultz right in front of him, and you can see Scott Rankin and Mitch Campbell in front of Aidan. And we will go for a hot lap. Aidan Schultz putting the move there on Mitch Campbell. You're on board with Jai Schultz. Saw it from the in-cockpit view. This is what these drivers would be seeing. Looks like Aidan is pulling away a little bit from Mitch Campbell. They're still all weaving all over the place, trying to pick up every little bit of stream, every little bit of broken air, just to make their cars go that little bit quicker. So Jai sitting in 5th position at the moment, so you are seeing 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st in front of you. We do have an incident. We are under another caution period, the 5th one of the night, and we will go to an instant replay. Oh! Peter Madison, that was a big hit. Campbell got through. Did look like Agathos got caught up in that too. But that's a lot of damage, yeah, for Agathos. And I think that will be race over for him because we do know that he did utilise it. But a big hit by Matson. Oh my goodness, Agathos, nowhere to go. 350 kilometre an hour, and there's a few more cars who have put it in the wall. Just the whole front's disintegrated. Oh! And as you can see, the extensive damage to the front end there, both sides. So that has brought out our 6th caution period. Lap 53 of 120. Cohen, Rankin, Aidan Schultz, that's your top 3. Rankin up 12 positions, and I thought we would be seeing the big dives for pit lane. So we'll have a shuffle of positions now. Agathos in the pits there. See all those cars streaming into pit lane. A few cars in the pits getting repairs done. So fantastic pictures here of all these cars in pit lane. So as you can see, they didn't go up on the jack, so it is just a splash and dash. So tyres good from the last pit stop. That has shuffled the positions again. Where's Scotty Rankin? Coming out of pit lane. So Colby in the lead with Aidan Schultz 2nd place, Mitch Campbell in 3rd, Lachlan Cable in 4th, Scotty Rankin, this man, in 5th, Jai Schultz in 6th, Darren Mckenzie in 7th, Sam Katakoutsinos in 8th, Julian Mookie in 9th, and Dave Oliver rounds out the top 10. Then we have Barber, Jordan, Varndell, Pritchard, Bullock 15th, Campbell, Matson, McClellan, Davis and Agathos is your top 20. Agathos unfortunate to collect the other car there, and it just obliterated the front end. It's caused this caution period. Lap 54 of 120. They will click over lap 55 soon. We're on board with Agathos replay. See if we can pick up the incident. We see the car ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go. That would have been an moment. Oh my goodness. Very unfortunate there for Agathos. And that has literally destroyed his car. So Scotty Rankin, Colby Cohen leading this race. That beautiful number 25 car. Saw a wave around there. So lights are off. Cohen, Aiden Schultz, Campbell, Capel, Rankin, Jai Schultz, Mckenzie, Katakusanos, Mookie, Oliver. That is your top 10. Lockie Capel up 11 spots from qualifying, sitting in 4th at the moment, so fantastic job. So that's up 11 spots. Lap 55 of 120, Global iRacing League Indycar Series, round 6. Beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is the Indy 300. Cohen doing it at the moment. Schultz hot on his heels. Aiden Schultz is up 8 spots from qualifying too, so doing a fantastic job there, sitting in 2nd. Scotty Rankin's up 9. So lights are out, we're about to go green again. Just clicking over, they're just getting up to the hour mark, so a bit of fatigue will come into it too. Cohen up front, safety car's off. Wait for those lights, green flag is out. We are go. Lap 56 of 120, we are under green now. Cohen, Schultz, that's Aiden Schultz. Campbell, Capel, Rankin, that's your top 5. Schultz is right on the bumper bar of Cohen, picking up that slipstream really well. But Scotty Rankin in the background's all over Campbell. And you can see the safety car periods do bring them all together, and we do get some close, hard and fast racing. So we're with Campbell at the moment, he's sitting in 4th spot. And as you can see, Cohen, Schultz and Rankin, they are weaving all over the place, trying to break the stream. Scotty Rankin's just biding his time, getting so close to the wall. Really keeping to his lines, and it looks like he's just going to drive around the outside of Aiden Schultz. And he has done so. He certainly found the optimum line, and it's just on the outside of the rubber mark on the track, and he's certainly utilising that to his advantage, and he'll be right on the back of Cohen. Yeah, we are just going to an instant replay here of Jai Schultz into the wall. That is devastating. Oh! Cars! Oh! That was so close not to get cleaned up by another car. And he will utilise that fast repair and get back out there on the track. Unfortunately, he will cop a towing for it, because that car would not have made it around the track unless he's trying to struggle there. But we've got Cohen, Rankin, Aiden Schultz, Your top three. We are under safety car again. You see Agathos there sitting in the front of the pit, still waiting for repairs. And unfortunately, that's Jai Schultz behind him. So I'm just wondering if he's getting a pit stop, utilising that fast repair, and he's going to get out there on the track. I'd say Jai Schultz will have to wait for the tow to finish before he can make any sort of moves. So a bit unfortunate there for Jai. He was running really well. And it does put Aiden Schultz in the good position of being the better Schultz. Currently sitting in third position. So Lachlan Cable has dropped to fifth. Still up 10 spots from qualifying, so doing a fantastic job. But Scotty Rankin up 12, sitting in second position. Behind the leader. Behind Colby in that beautiful 25 car. So we are under caution again. We do have more pit activity. Looks like lights have not gone out. We will have a couple more laps under this caution period. So the car's utilising the safety period and getting into that pit, getting that top up. So with Scotty Rankin staying out on the track now. See a few wave arounds there, so just to get everybody back on the lead lap. But what a fantastic race. So 15 cars are currently on the lead lap out of a field of 24. So fantastic to see. Cohen, Rankin, Aiden Schultz, that's your top three. While we're under this this caution period, I think we will. Oh, I think Schultz is a bit busy there just to grab him. We might just grab Aiden Schultz and just see how his race is going. Hello, Aiden. How are you?
Yeah, you got to give me a warning, mate, before I jump in. I'm just talking about someone else. But anyway, hello, gentlemen.
How are you? How are you this evening? Yeah, sorry to grab you in like that, but just wanted to see how the race is going since we're under another caution period.
It's going all right, mate. There's been a few brown stain moments, a few more cautions than we would have liked. Strategy was a little bit off kilter with other drivers, different things happening, but we're going all right in the 52 at the moment, up in third spot. Got Mitchy Campbell from 9.5 SimSport in behind me. Scotty Rankin up in front as well, and Colby definitely not wanting to relinquish the lead of the motor race. So we're nearly halfway through, but yeah, having a good job. We've been up there all night, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah, look, 7 spots up from your qualifying position, doing a fantastic job at the moment in that beautiful 52 car. How are the tyres treating you, mate?
Really good, mate. I'm just changing my engine map, sorry. Really, really good. I think on that last stint I had 95% left on my front right and 96 on the rear. So just modulating that weight jacker as we go around, obviously trying to stop that right rear spinning up and trying to keep in the draft as well. So yeah, just trying to manage it at the moment. Long way to go. Race hasn't even started yet. We're only halfway through. So we'll see how we go. We're 61 to 120. The race will start with about 25 to go.
We have noticed the lights are off, so we'll leave you be, Aiden, to carry on with the race. We are about to go green. We are lap 61 of 120 at the Global iRacing League Indycar Series. So fantastic series. See all the information there in the Global iRacing League's Facebook and Discord channels. Lights are out on the safety car. We were just live there with Aiden Schultz. We sort of grabbed him on the snare there and pulled him into the booth. So it was great to have a bit of a chat with him. So he was talking about changing the suspension geometry of the car while they're on the fly, so they can change ARB settings and things like that, and make the car a little bit more forgiving. But they are on fixed setups that they can modify. So all the drivers in the same boat. Number 25 car in control. Revs will start to go up. We are green. Bit of jostling in the back of the field there. But Colby, lap 62 of 120. We're just over halfway, as Aiden did mention. Scotty Rankin keeping to that little bit higher line, and Aiden Schultz in the 52 car is sitting nicely in third spot. Mitch Campbell in fourth, Lachlan Cable up 10 spots from qualifying in fifth, doing a great job in that beautiful blue car. And it looks like that 018 car is moving up in the field using that higher line and just driving around the outside. But Mitch Campbell certainly doesn't want to relinquish that position. And as you can see, they're all fighting for the draft. Racing very close together. But it seems like that higher line is just working better with the tyres and with the geometry of the car. And it does look like Scott Rankin and Scotty Cohen have broken away in their own little pack. And we have Colby just taking over the lead, and they are using that slingshot manoeuvre, and it does generate a lot of kilometres per hour. And speaking to Scotty Rankin before the race, he did say that these cars will generate 370 plus up to 380 kilometres an hour using this slingshot manoeuvre. So insane speeds, close to 400 Ks. And it will allow these two to pull away from the gap, helping each other out like this. So certainly two smart drivers out the front, utilising that slingshot manoeuvre, and it has pulled a 0.9 of a second gap to third spot of Aiden Schultz. I think what we'll do is we'll jump on board with Colby, and we will do a turn it up session. As you can see, those kilometres in the bottom right hand corner there, 350. They do slow down a little bit for the corner, trying to save the tyre life and preserve a little bit of petrol. But we will go on board and turn it up with Colby. There's a lap on board with Colby Cohen, currently sitting in second spot, chasing Scotty Rankin, race leader, round 6, Global iRacing League. Absolutely fantastic to see those kilometres jumping up and down. And I get burnt again by Mr. Grant. Thank you, sir. Lap 67, 120. I'm sure we'll have a few more Furbies, but no, fantastic to watch. With Lachlan Cable at the moment up 11 spots from qualifying position, and then that 018 car, that striking blue car. and doing a fantastic job. He's got Mitch Campbell behind him, chasing hard, only half a second behind in the 952 car. He's down one spot from qualifying, so he'll certainly want to challenge Lachlan Cable and get that spot back. We see a car going into the pits there. Does Jai Schultz and Ash Davis going into the pits. A few more dramas, I'd say. But Scotty Rankin is leading this race. Colby Colm hot on his heels. Has stretched out a little bit of a gap. He's got 0.3 of a second of a gap, so travelling very nicely at the moment. Looks like they're doing about 41.1, 41.2, 41 and a half second laps. See the gaps, there's nothing in it. There's seconds right throughout the whole field. So if you look at the top 13, there's 10 seconds in it. So fantastic to see so many cars on the lead lap. So we have the top 14 cars on the lead lap. Scotty Rankin's doing the job at the moment. He's got 0.3 of a second gap again at Colby Colm. So Colby not too far behind. Certainly the time for the drivers to start thinking about their fuel strategies now. We are lap 71 of 120. Dave Oliver, that beautiful 668 car. Up 8 spots from his qualifying position, and Tom Pritchard. Tom Pritchard's having a battle with Kobe Jordan. This is for 12th and 13th position. Utilising that draft down the straight. Should be able to get job done. Yeah, Pritchard gets the position on Jordan, so Pritchard goes up to 12th, Jordan down to 13th. And has already pulled just that slight gap. So just, I'd say, upset Jordan's rhythm just that little bit. But we'll be trying to get on the back of Pritchard and get back into that draft and give him a few more worries. But Jordan doing really well, up 5 spots from his starting position. Pritchard's down 4. With Ryan Barber now, 0-5 car. On the back of Dave Oliver. This is for a top 10 position. Dave Oliver is running 10th, up 9 from his starting position, so doing extremely well and does not want to relinquish that top 10 position. Ryan Barber is as where he started, so no move up or down. Would love to get into that top 10. That beautiful 05 car of the Southern Stars Esports team. So he's about 0.4 of a second behind. He's just lost a little bit of time. Quite easy to do on these oval circuits. You want to get into that nice rhythm. You certainly want to be smooth, maintain that speed, be fast, look after tyres, look after fuel. Certainly a lot to consider. It's not just going round and round in circles. But great to see Scotty Rankin still doing the job up the front there, 0.4 of a second. Colby hot on his heels. And you have Aiden Schultz. They're all about the same distance apart. It's about 0.35 to about 0.4 of a second between first, second and third. Lachlan Cable is about 0.6 behind Aiden Schultz. Certainly Scott Rankin and Lachlan Cable are the big movers in the field with Scotty Rankin up 13 spots and Lachlan Cable up 11. So absolutely magnificent. Their fuel stop strategies, everything they've done has just gone right tonight, and I certainly don't want to put the commentator's curse on either of them, but looking really, really strong. So Scotty Rankin's leading this race, Colby Cohen in second spot, Aiden Schultz in third, Lachlan Cable in fourth, Mitch Campbell in fifth. We are with Aiden Schultz sitting in third spot, up 7 from his qualifying position. So got to be wrapped with that, sitting in the top 5 on the last of the podiums. Doing a great job in that number 52 car. Lap 77, so we've had a few laps under green now. They will have to start thinking about cycling through their pit stops, seeing how many laps they can get out of a tank, trying to utilise every draft that they can. That's why they're snaking all over the track, trying to grab every bit of draft. So Scotty Rankin, Colby Cohen, Aiden Schultz, that's your top 3. Global iRacing League Indycar Series. Check it out on Facebook and Discord. We've also got NASCAR and V8 Supercars, so there's something there for everyone. Scotty Rankin did say at the last Oval event, watch out for him, and he's absolutely doing the job. As we see Scotty Rankin pulling into the pits now, under green. So they will be cycling through their pit stops. Colby takes over the lead. And he's got Aiden Schultz behind him, who's taken over, who's in second spot now. That's pushed up Lachlan Cable to third. Sam Katakoutsanos is up there in fourth, last round's winner. So certainly haven't seen a lot of Sam tonight, been a quiet achiever. He's up 8 spots from qualifying. He's had a few dramas. He's got Darren Mckenzie hot on his heels. But Sam does take over the race lead, so this is for first and second position. All the other drivers cycling through their pit stops. See pit lane starting to get very busy. See Colby up the front there, pulled in behind the broken car of Dimitri Agathos. Back with the race leader, Sam Katakoutsanos, 968 car. Quiet achiever. Hasn't had a lot of airtime tonight, but he's up there now. This is last round's winner. And he's got Darren Mckenzie hot on his heels. There's only 0.2, 0.3 of a second between them. So lap 59 is the last time that these two gentlemen up the front have had a pit stop. We are at lap 81, so they will be looking at stopping for fuel and tyres very soon. They'll be trying to stretch it out as long as possible. And going by their lap times, they're still doing a decent lap, 41.23, 41.25 from the front too. So I'd expect the top 5 with pitting at lap 59, lap 60. They will be cycling through their pit stops soon. So Scotty Rankin back out there after his pit stop, sitting in 7th spot. Colby Cohen sitting 8th. So we have to remember now that Scotty Rankin and Colby Cohen are on fresh tyres and they have had fuel as Sam Katakoutsanos comes into the pits. So Darren Mckenzie has taken over race lead, and I'm sure they the cars ahead of Scotty Rankin and Colby Cohen, sitting in 7th and 8th at the moment, will be cycling through their pit stops in the next lap or two. So fantastic to see. You'll see them jumping up the leaderboard very shortly as they cross the start-finish line. So this is the battle for 5th and 6th. Aidan Schultz just a little bit behind in 7th. Darren Mckenzie, Dave Oliver and Tom Pritchard have come into the pits. So Kobe Jordan will take over race lead. And that should put Scott Rankin, Colby Cohen and Aidan Schultz up the leaderboard as they cross the start-finish line. And it does 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Mitch Campbell 5th, Lachlan Cable 6th, Darren Mckenzie in 7th, Sam Katakoutsanos in 8th, Dave Oliver 9th, Tom Pritchard just coming out of the pits in 10th. So that is your... Oh, Pritchard's dropped to 11th and Julian Mookie has taken over 10th position. So Scotty Rankin now takes over race lead. Kobe Jordan is in the pit lane. So as they cross the start-finish line, this is the race lead. This is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So Kobe just dropping down the ranks now as he's in pit lane. He'll cycle through his tyres and fuel. Scotty Rankin takes over race lead. We do have a back marker keeping to the bottom of the track, but like I said, these guys will use every bit of draft that they can and picking it up off the back marker. They're coming up to the back marker now. So Cohen, Schultz and Campbell stay on the high side of the track and get through safely. But certainly not going to detract from this battle. So they are coming through a few back markers at the moment. We're with Colby Cohen sitting in 2nd spot as he dives down the inside. Scotty Rankin is leading this race and you can see him up ahead. He's got almost a 2-second gap now. A little bit, we're getting a little bit of in-cockpit action with Colby Cohen as he starts coming up to some back markers. You can see Scotty Rankin there in the distance, and that does look like Jai Schultz in front, and unfortunately he is off the lead lap. But Colby doing the job at the moment. Will be getting the draft as much as he can off this back marker. And picks up the nice top end speed down the main straight. And beautiful camera work there by our behind the scenes man, Peter Gretton. So thank you very much for that fantastic camera work. But it's Colby Cohen sitting in 2nd spot at the moment. Scotty Rankin over 2 seconds ahead now. So you can see that gap. He's 2.2 seconds ahead on track. We've been under green now for quite a few laps. We will be clicking over lap 90 of 120 very shortly. So the drivers will start to think about the latter parts of this race, because there is only 30 laps to go as Scotty Rankin crosses the start-finish line. Colby's clear of all the lap traffic now, so he can start to put his foot down and start chasing down Scotty Rankin, as it looks like Jai Schultz does pull into the pit lane. So I believe most of the front runners now have cycled through. A bit of a battle going on between Mitch Campbell and Lachlan Cable. So there's not much in it there, and this is for third position. Lachlan Cable's up 11 spots, sitting in fourth position at the moment. So the big mover and shaker, and so is Scotty Rankin. He's up 13, but that beautiful blue car of Lachlan Cable is all in the mirrors of Mitch Campbell. So we're sitting on the front spoiler of Lachlan Cable now. You can see the distance between there is not picking up the draft. I'd say he's trying to just save a bit to stay behind him. Keep in that draft. Save the extra litres. Save the extra tyres. But fantastic pictures to see here from Lachlan Cable's car, that beautiful 018. Draft pulls him nice and tight, nice and close to the rear of Mitch Campbell's car. Oh, Mitch Campbell's spin sideways. He's lost the rear end. Can we get a replay? It's funny, those ones when they do slide out, they don't come up on the timing gear. But we did see Mitch Campbell, he did lose the rear end. Lachlan Cable was putting a lot of pressure on him, so the pressure did get to him a bit, but we'll see where he rejoins. Yeah, just lost the rear end, straight into the wall. Oh, it's done a lot of damage, both sides of the suspension. The only saving grace was at the start of the pit lane. And that is a lot of damage. So hopefully he can utilise his fast repair. Hopefully he hasn't used it yet, but we'll see how he goes. Do believe Mitch Campbell is back on the track. Or is he still in pit lane? No, he's still in pit lane. And we are with Lachlan Cable and Sam Katakoutsinos, who are having a brilliant battle. They are helping each other and utilising that slingshot move to get the job done. We're on the gearbox of Sam Katakoutsinos in that 968 car with Lachlan Cable in the 018. That beautiful blue machine right behind. And I think I'll just hush up now, and we will jump on board, or we will try a few static shots and see can Sam Katakoutsinos punt this beautiful car around the track. Beautiful static shots of this magnificent oval circuit. This is the Indy 300 of the Global iRacing League. Round 6. Scotty Rankin doing the job from Colby Cohen, Darren Mckenzie, Sam Katakoutsinos, Lachlan Cable, that's your top 5. Dave Oliver, Julian Rookie, John Pritchard, Ryan Barber, and Kobe Jordan, that's your top 10. Cars are absolutely flat out. going around this beautiful circuit in excess of 350 kilometres per hour. So might I also mention the Dolby Racing Team Rising Stars Series at Alton Park International, no chicanes, the V8 Supercars, which is proudly streamed by LR Esports this Saturday at 5 p.m. You can catch Peter Gretton and the team on Saturday nights on LR Esports channel as we have a slow car in the wall. Will that bring a safety car period? We are lap 97 of 120. We're over an hour and a half into this race. Scotty Rankin, Kobe Colm, Darren Mckenzie, Sam Katakutsinos, Lachlan Cable. That's your top 5. So Brian's got a few issues there. In need of a wheel alignment. Trying to get it back to pits. And keeping it cross country. Doesn't want to go too fast. Doesn't want to create any more damage. Looks like he's almost got that front wheel straight on the grass there. But yeah, very unfortunate for so with Sam Katsakoudanos currently running in 4th position. Chasing Darren Mckenzie. This is for the last of the podium positions and they will be clicking over lap 100, so there will be 20 laps to go. So they should cycle through one more pit stop and then there will be a sprint race to the end. See, Scotty Rankin has got a decent gap and we are looking at the pit stop strategies now. Scotty Rankin has done 4 stops. So, will he need another? We've been told that we will need at least 5 stops if you're going at a decent pace, and all I can do is look at Colby and he's done 3. So certainly on a different strategy, on a more of a fuel saving strategy for this this stint. And the leader comes into the pits. So they will cycle through pit stops now. Scotty Rankin is in the pits and Colby will take over the race lead. So I'd say this will be Scotty Rankin's last pit stop and he will take it home from here. We are lap 101 of 120. So it will be a sprint race to the end. So we do have Colby Cohen has taken over the lead. He will need to stop soon. Same with Dave Oliver and Julian Mookie. Top 3, Tom Pritchard 4th, Ryan Barber 5th, Kobe Jordan is in 6th, Scotty Rankin rejoins in 7th. We have a spinner. We have a spinner in the background, hard into the wall. Right behind the race leader. Just trying to pick up who the driver was. But very lucky for Colby not to get involved in that. Dave Oliver takes over the race lead. We do see a few cars going down the leaderboard, so we will try and get the latest. No, yeah, Lachlan Cable has had a crash. His front wing was very bent, but Colby very lucky to avoid that incident in the background there. Certainly could have ended his race in and put a very sour taste in his mouth, but doing the job at the moment. He's come out of the pits in 6th position now. But the cars still have to cycle through their final pit stop for the race. So Scotty Rankin has done his last stop. Julian Mookie sitting in second spot is at 6 stops, but will he need another one to just get to the finish line? Or is he on a different strategy? Is he going for that fuel? But Damien Oliver leading at the moment with 10 stops and had a few incidents. But beautiful Indianapolis circuit, and we're with Scotty Rankin. Was leading the race before we cycled through the pit stops. Should take over the race lead again. He had a comfortable 2.2 second lead. Bit of chatter going on between the drivers. But Scotty Rankin doing the job. On that car, that number 15 car. And Dave Oliver is in the pits now. The number 668 car is in the pits. So is Tom Pritchard ahead of this man, Scotty Rankin. Kobe Jordan will take over the lead. So I'd say no doubt next lap or two. Lap 105 of 120. Kobe Jordan will have to come in and do a splash and dash, or will he do tyres as well? But you can see Scotty Rankin is in the background. He is chasing hard. He does want to keep a decent buffer between himself and Colby. Tyres won't be too much of a factor because they're not going to that 28 lap mark. So nice, less than a 20 lap sprint race for Scotty Rankin. And he's out in front, and he is 3.6 seconds ahead of Colby Cohen. So certainly ringing true to his words as we're with Sam Katakoutsinos. Been the quiet achiever of the night, not much about him. He's snuck up to third position. He's up 9 spots from his starting grid position. He's doing nice, consistent 41 twos, and looking good for the final chapter of this race. As we've just clicked over 107 of 120 as we watch Sam cross the start-finish line, and he's got Darren Mckenzie 0.7 behind him, with Dave Oliver another 2 seconds behind him. Julian Mookie's in 6th, Tom Pritchard in 7th, Kobe Jordan in 8th, Ryan Barber in 9th, and Aiden Schultz has dropped down to a top 10, but he did have a little issue, not quite sure what happened there. He has climbed his way back up into the top 10. But with Sam sitting in 3rd, doing a fantastic job. Still maintaining those 41 twos, which is good to see. And he does have a little bit of a buffer on Darren Mckenzie. They've certainly spread out after this last pit stop cycle. Scotty Rankin has taken a hold of this race, and he is almost 4 seconds in the lead. Colby Cohen sitting in 2nd, and 3rd place this man, Sam Katakoutsinos, in 3rd. 5.8 seconds behind Colby. But Darren Mckenzie's not too far behind. He's only 0.8 of a second, and is in eye shot of Sam. And that will be spurring him on, and that is the last of the podium position. So certainly within reach and within striking distance in the number 1 car. Dave Oliver 1.4 seconds behind. Oh, there's a big incident in the background. Big incident behind Darren Mckenzie. We are under caution again, lap 109 of 120. Whose hand will this play into? Safety car so late into the race, lap 109 of 120. We will get at least 3 or 4 laps under safety car. So it's going to be a 5-lap sprint at the end, and this will compress the field. This is going to make the last 5 laps of this race absolutely exciting. So I'd say we will see a few more safety cars in the last 5 laps. Having the field all compressed up behind this Ford Mustang safety car. Scotty Rankin doing the job at the moment. Colby Cohen, 2nd spot. Sam Katakoutsinos in 3rd. Perfect time to save fuel if it was a bit tight. They can go onto that fuel map. Number 8. They can save that fuel. So we will just recap the top 10 at the moment. So we do have Scotty Rankin, Colby Cohen, Sam Katakoutsinos, Darren Mckenzie, Dave Oliver. That is your top 5. Julian Mookie, Tom Pritchard, Kobe Jordan, Ryan Barber and Aiden Schultz is your top 10. So we've got the number 52, the league organiser. So we'll say a big thank you to the league organiser, Aiden Schultz, for Global iRacing League. Check it out on Facebook and Discord. So fantastic league for a fantastic car, and the quality of driving has just been A1 tonight. Certainly seen a lot of action. Aiden Schultz sitting in that top 10 spot, in that number 10 position. Southern Stars Esports team. And you can see those cars are set up quite aggressively. Schultz nearly takes out the safety car, but gets the wave around. So lights are still on the safety car. We will be getting a couple more laps. We are lap 111 of 120. These drivers have been in the seat for 1 hour and 43 minutes and 45 seconds. So certainly feeling the fatigue, enjoying this little break behind the safety car. Just getting everything cool again. Getting ready for this little sprint race now that's going to be to the checkered flag. Like to say a thank you to iRacing and STK Gaming for the timing systems. Certainly wouldn't be possible if we didn't have these resources available to us. Big shout out to Peter Gretton behind the scenes from LR Esports, who is streaming the Rising Stars series from the Dolby Racing team on Saturday night at 5 PM. So check out Dolby Racing Team Facebook and Discord channels. If you're interested, get your entries in. Under 3,500 I rating, so it's certainly for the Rising Stars out there. Give it a go. There's a bit of prize money on offer, and it's live streamed by the man himself, Peter Gretton from LR Esports. Fantastic series. So get your entries in. We're 2 rounds in. It's done every fortnight. We're round 3, Alton Park International, no chicanes, the glorious V8 supercars. But here we are live at the Global iRacing League's Indycar Series, round 6, Indy 300, glorious motor speedway here. Scotty Rankin doing the job at the moment, under caution, lap 112 of 120. Big incident as caused the safety car period. Didn't quite get who the car was, but into the wall and a lot of damage. Certainly see Scotty Rankin there just following that safety car. Lights are out. So this will be a 7-lap sprint. Has compressed the field right up. This is going to be very exciting, very close, very fast racing. And Scotty Rankin will be just wanting to get away from the pack. Scotty Rankin, Colby Cohen, Sam Katakoutsinos, Darren Mckenzie, Dave Oliver. That is your top 5. Julian Mookie, Kobe Jordan, Tom Pritchard, Ryan Barber, and Aiden Schultz is your top 10. Jai Schultz is running in 14th position at the moment, and I think he'll be getting the tag of the lesser Schultz, barring a disaster from Aiden. He's a few laps down and sitting in 14th. Aiden Schultz is sitting in 10th, so the lesser Schultz at the moment, but doing the job. Safety car peels off. Scotty Rankin's in control. Dave Oliver sitting a bit wide there. Getting ready for the start, and Scotty Rankin puts the right boot into it. But Colby's right on his hammer. And here we go, 7 laps to the finish line. 7-lap sprint race. They're all compressed. Very, very close. Darren Mckenzie and Sam Kurtakutsinos. Absolute door-to-door racing, and it has allowed Scotty Rankin to get a little bit of a buffer. I'm just wondering if Colby has backed off a little bit. I wonder if he's still got a few fuel issues, or we are back to a caution. Lap 113 and 120, and we are under caution again. Scotty Rankin leading this race, and I did call it. I said the last 7 laps, we are off the start. So close together. Oh, in the background, 4 or 5 cars involved. I'm not quite sure if it was Brett Campbell involved in that one. But certainly it was in the mid-pack, and we are under safety car again. Yeah, not quite sure if Lachlan Cable was in that. I think this is the instant. 952. Puts it sideways, loses the rear end, collects Lachlan Cable. We can see that striking blue car in there. But that was Mitch Campbell, 952. He lost the rear end coming onto that little straight before the kink, and has caused a big incident. So about 4 or 5 cars involved there. Back under caution. $115 of 120. Lights are still on. So we do have at least 2 more laps under caution. This is going to make it a 3-lap sprint race. Wave around from to Jai Schultz there. Wave around the safety car to get his lap back. Not sure how many laps behind Jai is there. We will have a look. He is 3 laps behind, so that'll pick him back to 2. But still great to see the top 10 all on the lead lap. It's going to be really hard and fast racing now. Lap 115, still under caution. Lights are on. Rankin, Cowham, Kurtakutsinos, Mckenzie, Oliver, Mookie, Jordan, Pritchard, Arbour, Aiden Schultz. That is your top 10. Lights still on the safety car. We'll see what happens when they cross the start-finish line now with Dave Oliver to Scott Rankin. We're doing the camera dance. But Scotty Rankin doing a fantastic job. He'll be wanting to try and get another little gap if he can off the next restart, because it certainly won't take long to finish this race now with less than 5 laps to go. We did see Jai Schultz just peel off in the background. Will the lights go out? Lights do go out. Yes, Jai Schultz has, is that Jai Schultz? And yes, it was the number 27 car in the pits again. Obviously not happy with something. There's unfortunately Lachlan Cable in the pits. Got caught up in that incident. Brett Campbell just losing the rear end, and poor Lachlan Cable got caught up and nowhere to go. And unfortunately, it wasn't only him. There was another 2-3 cars involved. But lights are off on the safety car. Does look like that right front has still got a little bit of damage on it. Scotty Rankin leading them round. Lights off on the safety car, so we will be going green. We'll be lap 117 of 120. So we have a 3-lap sprint race. The top 10 cars are all on the lead lap, so it's anybody's race. Certainly the senior members of the field will be using their experience to get one over the other drivers in the field, but this is where it's at. Lap 116, going to be 117 soon. Safety car goes low on the track, will pull off into the pits. Global iRacing Indycar Series. We will see that safety car go off. Scotty Rankin in control. They're green, they're green, they're green. Lap 117 of 120, we have a 3-lap sprint race. Colby got a fantastic restart and he's put it up the inside of Scotty Rankin. But watch out for Sam Katakutsinos, last round's winner. He's in the hunt for another win with Darren Mckenzie so close behind with Dave Oliver in 5th place. And Dave Oliver got within inches of Mckenzie. Rankin and Colby are fighting up the front and Sam is in the hunt for a back-to-back race win. Will Scotty Rankin deny him? Looks like they've settled in a bit. They will be coming over that start-finish line now. Scotty Rankin, Colby Cohen, Sam Katakutsinos. That's your top 3. And they are fighting hard with 2 laps to go. We are lap 118 of 120. They are fighting hard at the front and Colby Cohen has taken the lead off Scotty Rankin, Sam Katakutsinos, Dave Oliver, Julian Mookie. Scotty Rankin back in the lead. Scotty Rankin's loving that outside manoeuvre and it looks like he can drive around the outside of Colby, but Colby shuts the door on him, uses the draft, pushes Colby down to the low side of the track, but Sam picks up the draft off Scotty Rankin and he's been pulled around the track. He's got his choice of cars to draft. Colby's doing the job at the moment. There's absolutely nothing in it. Lap 119 of 120. We'll be getting the white flag soon. Fantastic to see, nearly 3 wide. Colby Cohen, Scott Rankin, Sam Katakutsinos. That is your top 3. As they go over the start-finish line, Scotty Rankin on the outside. He's got good drive. Will he keep it out there? Keeps it high, puts Colby low, and he's got the drive for the next straight. And this is your last lap, ladies and gentlemen. Rankin, Cowan, Katakutsinos. That is your top 3. Oliver and Mookie are behind. But Scotty Rankin, he's out in front with Colby, just 0.1 of a second behind. We're coming up to the final couple of corners. Looks like Scotty Rankin's going to do the job. Has Colby got anything? Scotty Rankin wins. Colby, 0.1 of a second behind by Sam, and then Sam Katakutsinos, 0.4 of a second. Dave Oliver finished in 4th. Julian Mookie in 5th. Darren Mckenzie 6th. Kobe Jordan 7th. Tom Pritchard 8th. Aidan Schultz 9th. Ryan Barber 10th. Jai Schultz 11th. Peter Matson 12th. Steve McClellan 13th, Brett Campbell 14th, Brian Bullock 15th, Mitch Campbell 16th, Lachlan Cable 17th, Sebastian Vandel 18th, Ash Davies is 19th, Dimitri Agathos 20th, Dafinos Turkman 21st, Ashley Kersey 22nd, Adam Malone 23rd, and Stead Miller rounds out the 24 car field. So, no, a big congratulations there to Scotty Rankin. A well thought out and well driven race. In the end, came out winner as we see the obligatory winners burnout. What a fantastic final couple of laps. Scotty Rankin, Colby Cohen, Zamkat Akutsanos. That is your top three. No, well done to everybody. Big thank you to everybody who participated tonight. Great to see a field of 24 cars, and Scotty Rankin, well, said watch out for him on ovals, and two oval wins now to Scotty Rankin. So certainly a man who's living up to his word. So yes, everybody watch out for Scotty Rankin in this oval iRacing Indycar series. It's the man to beat on the oval track, Scotty Rankin. Well done to him. Well done to Colby Cohen in second place, 0.17 of a second behind. Zamkat Sakutanos, solid third place after a win last week, so cements his place in the championship standings. So great to see a first and the third in the last two rounds. Scotty Rankin is your winner tonight, and we'll look forward to talking to the top three real soon. So still with the celebrations there from Scott Rankin, and another great race, round 6, done and dusted Global iRacing League's Indycar Series. So looking forward to next round, round 7, and we are at Iowa Speedway, another oval event. That's race 7, Monday night. Servers open 6:30 p.m. Queensland time, so check your local times to check out the servers. But Global iRacing League, Facebook and Discord, go check them out to join this fantastic series. So we're just waiting for all the drivers to jump into the green room. Scotty Rankin still doing victory laps around this beautiful Indianapolis Motor Speedway circuit. That was round 6 of the IndyCar Series, brought to you by Global iRacing Leagues. So this is the first season, and it going by the talent that's out there, it's certainly going to be very promising. And there's your leader on screen now, Scott Rankin. Fantastic win in that number 15 car. Just a brilliant race, and why not celebrate in the obligatory way of doing a burnout in these beautiful Indy cars. Now, well done to Scotty Rankin. And I think what we might do now is we might pull in the drivers to have a chat, and I do see we have a couple of drivers in the green room. So we'll bring in the third place getter, and that's Sam Katakusanos. So welcome, Sam. I hope we've got you there, mate. A great third place coming off a win last week, so definitely cementing yourself within this championship with the first and the third in the last two rounds. How did your race go, and are you looking forward to Iowa?
Hi there. Yep. I'm completely surprised, to be honest. I didn't know if my fuel strategy was going to work, and with the number of yellows that were coming out. But as time went on, everything told me there's about 23 laps under fuel. So that's when I pitted. I pitted in, and that was going to be my run to the end. And very happy to get up to the top there. I started at 12. I came in very late to the session. Found it very hard to get adjusted. Luckily, I didn't miss any walls and damage myself. And that last restart, I had two guys fighting and absolutely no downforce for my front wing coming into the corners. So all I could do is just try and keep it off the walls and watch them two fight. I'm pretty sure someone with much better skills could do something with it, but I certainly couldn't. It was great to finish on the podium. Yeah, very happy with it. Very happy with it. I'll
Look,
take it.
Sam, that's a fantastic result, and to have such two good results in the last two rounds. Well done. Look, mate, any last words to anybody out there?
Yeah, thanks to the Global iRacing League for hosting this, for you for broadcasting it, for everyone who's a driver that comes up and attends this. We had like, what, 24 people? That's not a bad number at all. Very good. And yeah, lastly, my team Bushwick Racing. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks everyone who comes to race and comes to watch.
No, that's fantastic. That's Sam Katakoutsanos, and he finished in third position. We will grab Colby if he is available. Is Colby already in here? Hello, Colby. No, he's popped out again. So no, Colby's popped out. So we will speak to the first place getter and winner of round 6 of the Global iRacing League Indycar Series, Scotty Rankin. Well done, mate. I mean, glorious win.
Yeah, look, I mean, whoa. Oh, my heart sank when that caution come out late there. 4-second lead and had it comfortably. Fuel saving was not an issue. You know, it was all down to my fuel windows. I just read my numbers, looked at my numbers, made sure that I was making the passes through traffic to get Colby, and after that, it was about making sure that I set sail, making sure that I put my head down, and executed. And little disappointed tonight with the way that I did my pit stops under caution. But other than that, very, very happy. I mean, most people will be when you win, but I compete with a few high level guys on Wednesdays, and they use the 500 as their season finale. And that's the best I've ever done there. And I can follow, I can make the moves, and that's just effectively just a what they call a dress rehearsal for that in a few weeks' time. So.
Yeah, I must say, Scott, my heart absolutely sank when that last that last caution period came out, and it really did compress the field and made it a really just a 3-lap qualifying session, didn't it?
Look, it was exciting racing. I was confident that if Colby got ahead of me, that I could pass him back. He was struggling through the turns, whereas I was offsetting really, really nicely, building the runs, over-unders. I don't think I've ever driven as well as I've driven, mate. I'm pretty sure I've got a broken finger and a broken toe at the moment, which I did on the weekend. So my heart sank when I did that. I just thought, I've been looking forward to another oval round here at Global for so long, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to drive. Couldn't walk yesterday at all. Got up this morning, still hobbling around in and getting X-rays today. And I was just like, I just hope when I put my feet on the pedals tonight, when I grab the steering wheel for that first time, that I'm not in agony. I'll have to drive through it no matter what, because, never quit, never say die. But, that is... I've had an absolutely torrid week the last week, and just to set off Monday night for a new week in that manner is just unbelievable.
Nah, look, well done, Scott, and well done to your team, and absolutely fantastic drive from you. Is there any last words you'd like to say to anybody, mate?
First and foremost, big shout out to you guys, especially for you, Mark, and Pete, both here in the broadcast booth. I do understand that ovals certainly aren't your forte, but when you've got broadcasters with the skill level and the commitment that you guys have got, putting on a show like this, I know that I've got something back to. Even if I finish 5th, even if I finish 10th, I know that I can go back and watch the broadcast and enjoy it. The same can be said about all the drivers in the field as well. You can't have a cracking finale without drivers at the skill level of Colby. He drove really, really clean, defended his lines on the last few laps there. Same to Sam Katsakunos. He had a moment there where he could have sent it 3 wide, but he wasn't sure if he could make it stick. And the responsibility from him that he didn't do that. Big shout out to him. He's been a really good personality for me to have on board. But probably the biggest thank is Lachlan Cable. For a 16-year-old kid, he pushes me to be better. He makes me get in the sim. He makes me practice because I know that if I'm not performing to my best, that comes off on him. And I want to be a better person, a better driver, and an all around person for him. To my personal sponsors, Flat Out Racing Network. Big shout out to those guys. I can't do what I do with the confidence level that I do without them. 24/7 sim services. Big shout out to John and the team at the rebrand. They have been instrumental in my confidence in the car lately. I know that they trust me and they back me in all day, every day. Indy Autosports and Golden Chimera Racing and the sponsors right there. Sim Racer Coin, Sim Thunder. If you're looking for a Bitcoin within the sim racing industry, Sim Coins you go to, and Sim Thunder you can actually buy setups for iRacing using your Sim Coin. And then Martin Sports Apparel, which I believe just did some merchandise for the Clash. If anyone follows NASCAR, the Clash at the Coliseum. So I cannot do what I do without those guys. And yeah, look, onwards and upwards, continue getting better. That's all I want.
Fantastic, Scott. Thank you very much. That was Scott Rankin, winner of round 6 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So a big congratulations to him. So next week, like I said, we're at Iowa Speedway, another oval. Certainly watch out for Scotty Rankin there. Becoming the oval specialist of the Global iRacing League. So if you want any advice or anything like that, absolutely hit him up. But that's next Monday, round 7, Iowa Speedway. We'll catch you all there. I'd like to say a big thank you to Peter Grattan for being behind the scenes, to iRacing, to Global iRacing Leagues for putting on such a fantastic league, and certainly SDK Gaming for all the live timing, and I'm sure Pete will want me to chuck in for all the beautiful camera angles and everything. So thank you very much to everybody, and we will see you next Monday night at Iowa Speedway. Thanks for tuning in.